right there. And let me ask Adam Thompson, criminal defense attorney, is this one of these cases where somebody confesses and then thinks better of it and goes, oh, my gosh, I think I just confessed to police. Let me rethink that a little bit. Now, oh, wait, no, let me go with self-defense. Yeah, he lunged at me.
Let me tell you, Jane, I've been saying it many times in the past on your show. First rule, if you get arrested, don't make any statements. Wait till you have an opportunity to speak to an attorney. Think out what it is you want to say, if anything, and then make a statement. It's obvious that something happened here, and there's going to be very conflicting stories. Did he really catch his girlfriend cheating with his best friend, which would put him over the top and make him go into a fit of rage and kill in a crime of passion? Or was it something different? We don't know the whole story yet. We certainly know that there's already conflicting stories, though, from him.
Here's what we're sort of learning. Cops get to the scene, okay? They got a call about an unknown incident, and this incident's in the apartment where Gupta and his girlfriend live. It's a studio. That's key. Studio, small apartment. You can't do a lot of things without somebody else seeing it. Okay, when they get there, the suspect tells him, as we just said, I walked into my girlfriend cheating on me, and I killed my buddy. Police have not confirmed whether or not this cheating allegation is true. That's what we're trying to find out tonight. The girlfriend reportedly told a detective she returned to the apartment with Gupta and the other guy, Mark Waugh, that night, and they had downed several shots of alcohol. She claims, in fact, they drank so much that she blacked out and only woke up when Gupta started yelling at her to call 911. So straight out to the lines, Den, Lisa Bloom, legal analyst for Avo.com. Now, even though it's a studio apartment and you think everybody would see what was going on, if she's in a drunken blackout, not so much. She's not going to see anything.
Okay, but Jane, she says, I woke up and saw him stabbing the best friend. How is he catching her cheating if she wakes up and sees this? I mean, the story doesn't hang together.
Well, Lisa Lockwood, that's a very interesting question. There's, you know, what happens when you kind of, let's put it this way, the truth always makes sense because it's the truth. But sometimes stories that aren't true have holes in them and contradictions because, oh, you haven't thought it through perfectly.
And I am in complete opposition of the attorney who said, keep quiet, because let me tell you, detectives loves extemporaneous admissions. Love it. The first thing he said is, I killed my buddy, caught him cheating. Then he goes and recants and thinks about his defense later on to try and get out of it. Listen, it's a studio apartment. Are you kidding me? She's sleeping. I don't care how blacked out somebody is. You're going to hear somebody being murdered with blood spatter all across that studio apartment, getting the outrage of what was happening in that moment. She is not going to just wake up later on when she hears him crying. I'm sorry, just not feasible.
Let's go to the phone lines. Michelle, Canada, what do you have to say about this?
Oh, hi, Jane and crowd. I just want to say that it's so very sad that this happened, mostly because if everybody killed their spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend in the world, there'd be no one left in the world. And I'm just wondering what other alternative he could have done, which is obvious. Don't kill the person.
Well, you know, rage killings, intimate partner violence, Lisa Bloom, as you know, we often wonder, are we sleeping with the enemy? Because male-on-female intimate partner violence is one of the leading causes of death for women. And this is, unfortunately, a classic case.
All of that is very true, and I love your caller's angle. And also add to this, it's 3 a.m., people are passed out, you know, blacking out from drinking. None of that is ever a good thing, and we hear that in a lot of crime stories. Rant, rave, scream, yell, do what you got to do when you're in a rage, but of course, don't pick up a weapon, don't pick up a knife, don't pick up a gun.
Well, you bring me to my rant, and I got a rant because, hello, people, alcohol strikes once again. This horror that has unfolded has destroyed 3 families. It probably would not have happened had drinking not been involved. Now, before I got sober more than 18 years ago, I was a blackout drinker. Yes. That means sometimes I wouldn't remember what happened after a certain point in the night. And that's when the worst wreckage always invariably occurred. And then I'd wake up the next day and wonder, what's happening? What's wrong with this apartment? Lucky for me, it was just noisy parties. But when you're drunk to the point where you don't know what you're doing, deadly things can happen. And my gosh, Lisa Lockwood, investigator, undercover angel author, isn't it true that as a person gets more inebriated, their behavior has a greater probability of becoming more and more outrageous and violent?
Absolutely, and let's look at the combination. Were there other foreign substances in their bodies? I would like to see what the toxicology report's going to be on Wah. And also, did the police draw any blood from the girlfriend and from Gupta in custody to find out if there was a mix of something that caused this radical behavior?
Wendell, Alabama, what do you got to say about it, Wendell?
Hey, Jane, what's up? How you doing? Glad to be on your show. I'm a current addict for meth for 15 years. God's good, ain't he?
Wonderful.
Go ahead.
I said wonderful.
Oh, you're welcome. Guys, my opinion, it's something more to the story. Guys do not kill guys over girls. It's something more to that story. It's something about we don't even know. First of all, why are you going to claim self-defense? You did own it. You're a man, own it. That's what I understand. I mean, guys, we used to, with girls cheering us, we just said, hey, what's up? We fight, fist fight. I think there's something more to the story.
Wendell, I think you've made a you've hit on something. Now, this guy, the suspect, Rahul Gupta, and Mark Wah were reportedly friends since high school. These guys were tight, both enrolled in grad school at prestigious George Washington University. So they went to high school and college together. I did that with one friend, a very, very close friend. That person, I knew everything about that guy, and he knew a lot about me, too. So these are two people who know a lot about each other. They're very intertwined. They're enmeshed. They both have bright futures ahead until this horror. Friends of the victim, Mark, say he was a great guy. Listen.